Hey kiddos, this is Ronin120 with a gameplay, walkthrough, and commentary video for Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zeroes. Today we'll be playing the side op, Eliminate the Renegade Threat, on normal, earning both an S rank and a depth trophy. The conditions for the depth trophy are extracting the 2 targets via helicopter as opposed to killing them. A couple of notes. First, I'm ignoring a couple of guards completely, but I'll note the positions when necessary. And finally, this specific gameplay was a combination of sloppy and lucky, so do as I say, not as I do.
Boss, the mission objective is to eliminate 2 U.S. Marines officials.
To start the mission, we're gonna sprint, hugging this right wall, ignoring the smoking man on the cliff. Once you get up here, stop sprinting. There's a guard all the way in the prison area who could spot you if you're running full speed. Yeah, all the way from back there. For the jeep coming down the hill, if you want to play it safe, you could stay on top of this cliff until the jeep passes by. For you a little bit more daring, you could follow me. Just stay behind this guard as he trots up. And there's a guard coming down the cliff. Even if you sneak through here, he'll only get suspicious and won't press too hard. You could sneak or walk through this part. Just note the sound of the Jeep engine as it starts. If you're a little bit more daring, you could go all the way across the dirt path to that little guard post. Or you could just hang out here with me.
Even if the war ends, the East fears their return. For our clients, it will only truly be over when these 2 are dead.
Our next stop is that guard tower in the corner of the camp. And just stay behind this soldier taking a stroll. Lucky headshot. Even if you miss, you have plenty of time to take care of that guard. And then spot this guard in the tower. He's going to be a thorn in your side through the rest of the mission. Next, we're going to the barricades near the front gate to mark our first target. You don't have to identify him as the target just as long as you mark him. So get to this barricade and he'll be down the street. Mark the guy without a cover on his head. It'll take some time to get to this position, so let's pick the lock. And you could also call the chopper at this point. Of course, you would use the rendezvous point at the beginning of the Ground Zeroes mission, the one on the cliff. And we're going to wait here at this first position for the Jeep driver. Or you could wait here at this second position. I like this first position because it gives me some time to take that headshot. The second position is efficient because you'll be moving around a lot less. And if you're no good at headshots, you can at least tag his body and then get the headshot while he's stalled. Our target is coming around the corner with a 1 escort. In situations like this, go for the guy in the back. If you shoot the guy in front, that might activate reflex mode. And you could mark these targets in the tower.
I've sent the target's fields of movement to your iDroid. These are averages.
There's a guard down here in the refugee camp. If he's around, go ahead and drop him now.
Take a good look.
If not, you can just come back later. And if he sees the target go down, then he'll come up to investigate, but he'll take the long way around, so it'll give you some time to get in a position to take that guard down. So you have a couple of options in that preceding section, like your position where to take out that Jeep driver, and some of it depends on whether that guard is in the refugee camp. If not, then you can just take care of him later, and things like that. Also, if you haven't marked the second target, who's in that big tower, you should probably do it now. Again, you don't need to identify him, just as long as you mark him for general tracking purposes. Don't sprint through here if you didn't drop that guard in the refugee camp. He can't spot you. If you didn't before, try to find that guard and take him out. With the guard out, sprint through here, avoiding that thorn in your side up in the tower. And I failed to mark this guard before, but no worries. We're here now. Drop him. And we're going to make our way to the red door of the admin building area, the one by the anti-air emplacement there in the corner, along this side. This guard is making his way to that anti-air emplacement. If you don't get him here, he'll just be standing in front of the emplacement. And this is where I get sloppy. So that guard is suspicious, but in normal mode, it's fairly lenient as far as guards not noticing you, even in broad daylight, as long as you are far away and not sprinting at full speed. He's noticed his buddy asleep, but that's okay, because he'll just pause long enough for you to take him out. You'll notice here the target and his two escorts are heading down the ladder. Now this next bit is all improvised. I did not expect to get here this early, so let's just see what happens.
I've sent VIs of the targets to your iDroid. Take a good look.
The target's the second to come down the ladder. Lucky headshot. This is escort number 1. Number 2. This last guy is a guy who usually patrols in front of the armory. You'll also notice way in the distance that guard up on the second floor of the walkway. He's too far away to make a difference. And there's also a guard who patrols this area who comes from the right, where the truck is usually parked. And let's head back to the rendezvous point as before.
Please select a landing zone. Landing zone confirmed.
Now, the original plan was to intercept the target and his escorts in the boiler room area and the cage where Paz was. You could even get them on their way up the stairs where the security camera is. On your way there, you take out the guard who's in front of the armory, sneak around the back, take care of the guard who's on the second floor of the walkway, avoiding the guard that patrols the truck area, and then make your way downstairs towards the boiler room. On our way back, there's this guard who's the thorn in our side. You can either take him out if you have enough ammo. If he's facing the other way, you can go along the other side of the fence. Or if he's suspicious at this point, you can make your way through the refugee camp like this. Just bust through the front gates and head to the rendezvous point. Easy cheesy.
This is Morpho, arriving shortly at LZ. This is Morpho, on station at LZ. You're extracting the second target. I guess you can tell me why once you're back at the base.
For today's comments, let me know what you think of the new reflex mode. Love it? Hate it? I like that it's an option that you can turn off like a purist, or keep on for easy mode. It's helped me make these videos since pressing L2 directs me in the general direction of my failure. Oh, this guy spotted me all the way from there. Oh, that camera's just around the corner. Oh, that searchlight swings back at the last moment, etc. Even without reflex mode, being discovered doesn't seem like such an absolute and utter failure, since ranks and scores are per mission and not dependent on your actions throughout the entire game. Alright, so this side op can be completed fairly quickly. No kills, alerts, retries, or reflex mode. With both targets recovered, you'll get the S rank and the depth trophy. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Subscribe and share please and thank you. See you next time, kiddos.